One. Yeah. How you doing?
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Does that mean that we're back right now?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
I guess it's official at that point.
This is another episode of
Good Liquor.
Cheap Beer.
Episode
7 of season 5. Can you
Dude,
believe it?
Is it like lucky number 7?
Oh my God. I can't wait because it's October and it's about to be, scary spooky season.
I didn't even
But
plan
it
that.
is.
I didn't even plan
But
that,
it is.
that it was going to be lucky or unlucky
Oh,
in Halloween. But
Lucky Strike Beer.
who said it was going to be lucky in Halloween?
Who that?
But episode 7,
Damn.
Good Cheap Beer.
Woo.
I want to welcome everybody to the podcast if you've never listened before.
Damn.
They
They ain't never listened before?
If you ain't never listened, then you better know.
Shit.
But my name is Joel.
My name is Scenario.
Oh, in the house.
We are your motherfucking host of the evening. And
That's right.
that's right. We
Host
are.
extraordinaire, right? Imagine it's short. You're not a host extraordinaire if you can't pronounce extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire. Hey,
Oh,
but you
like
could, you can hop on. What are you listening to us on right now? If you're listening to us on Spotify, if you're listening to us right now on
dude.
iTunes,
You know
if
what
you're
I think
listening
they
to
did,
us
dude?
all over.
You know what I think they did?
What
I
they
think they went to go pick their poison
Ooh,
on our bio.
that's right.
On the Instagram.
That's right.
And they went to go check.
What they do there, though?
And I think they first of all they probably followed us. That's
Ooh.
number one. And if they haven't
Clickety
yet,
clack.
they probably looked at the live stream on there.
That's
And
right.
if not, maybe they went to the Facebook, which is that Good Liquor Cheap Beer as well?
Good liquor, cheap beer.
That's
4
right.
words
Yo, we
in
talk
one.
about sports.
What?
We talk about hip hop.
What?
We talk about news.
Good low.
They go, how creative did you get? It's like
Hashtag sports
Oh.
hip hop news.
just created a hashtag. Imagine it's like, ooh, impressive.
Yeah, good liquor, cheap beer. GoodLiquorCheapBeer.com on the way.
Okay.
By the time
so
you're
you
listening
talk
to this.
about sports, hip hop news.
Yeah.
But why is it called Good Liquor Cheap Beer?
Because, dog,
Oh,
I like to drink.
Commercial.
I like to drink.
Well, is it really about that?
I like to drink.
Or is it about chilling?
I like to drink.
Drinking a little bit.
Now, tell them what it really is. Tell them what
I
it really
think,
is.
imagine, tell them the deal, bro. This is the deal. Good Liquor Cheap Beer. You know, this is a perfect example today because I have something in my hand that is a Rolling Rock.
Ooh.
And, just having a casual beer, But anyways, this probably fits in the criteria of the cheap beer. Am I wrong or am I right?
Wait, you said it's Rolling Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cheap beer.
It's
right?
college beer.
Yeah.
But not
What is it called?
horrible.
Last
Not
time we
horrible
called it,
college beer.
College piss or something.
No. There's certain beers that are called frat water.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah, that's right.
Give me some
But
of that frat water,
that's
brother.
AKA piss water.
No.
Straight piss
Oh,
water.
no. I called it turtle piss. Actually,
I
shout
thought
out to
you
my
were-
homie Labadee because
I
he'd make
called
that
it
shit up.
turd piss.
Yeah. No, and there's actually the reason we called it turtle piss is because we used to play beer pong in college with this beer called Kawama.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
It's from Costa Rica or like
Yo, that's just
Nicaragua.
what they call like beers in general too.
The big
Kawamas,
ones.
right?
No,
Yeah,
not
the
in
big
general,
ones.
but the big ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the big ones.
But there's an actual brand.
That's a Kawama.
Yeah.
That's how they go. Yeah.
But there's an actual brand. It's a yellow can with the green beer, so you know it's yellow because it's turtle piss.
Educational
And it's yeah,
podcast.
and it's
Now
called
you learned,
Kawama.
where it derives from.
Kawama,
Very cool.
which is a turtle. So for
Which
those,
is-
it's if you didn't know that, that's why it's called turtle piss.
A turd.
But anyway, good liquor, cheap beer. So good liquor, cheap beer. We talk about what does it mean. So the reason we call it that is because basically
Oh, yeah,
sometimes
that's
you
right.
like good liquor. Sometimes you like to go out, be fancy, or even in home, you pop open a cigar from the humidifier.
Oh,
You know,
like
you
that.
pop open a new bottle of that favorite cognac. Let me get a little bit of
Oh, wait,
cognac.
so it's like the good liquor.
You know,
You can have. Okay, we like good liquor.
Yeah.
Like you got obviously got some taste
but
there.
sometimes you got some budget.
They ain't too bad. They ain't too good for like someone. They ain't too bad.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes you got a budget.
Sometimes you gotta have cheap beer. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Imagine it's all
So
good.
sometimes that cheap beer might
know,
be like, you know
But
what?
Really,
I got $8 and I just want to get fucked up. So then you get the Four Locos and you die.
Nah, dude, I haven't had that
You
in years.
die.
That's like equivalent new low.
None of that.
It's like bringing it down.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, dude. It's like also I kind of read between the lines. I'm like, maybe it's not specifically. It doesn't just mean like on the surface that they're drinking cheap beer. What does that mean? It means that you're like
Value.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say like you're like humble. You're like you're
I am
not.
just
You
a
don't feel like
humble
you're
servant.
too good. you don't feel like you're too good for it, I would say that. That's like more.
Yeah,
it's more just hanging out,
True,
just
true.
talking. And everybody's like,
Be down it.
well, then what the hell do you talk about then?
Yeah.
Well, then I guess we should get into it.
We talk about a little bit of sports, a little bit of hip hop.
What did you want to talk about?
And a little bit of news. Man, I wanted to talk about, man, you know what? It is October 3rd. And you know what comes along with October, baby
Wait,
boy?
is it the Dodgers? Is it
It's
baseball? Playoff baseball?
Fall baseball,
Dude,
man.
I don't know if you were going to say playoff
Postseason.
baseball or you were going to say it would be
Post-
NBA coming too, but I guess we get to that. But it is
Get to that a little bit.
postseason.
Oh.
Lakers are in the playoffs. Okay, did you want to set it? Like, did you want to talk about it a little bit?
I just wanted
like,
to say real quick, because I know we're
Yeah.
going to be talking a lot of hoops.
Yeah,
But,
but we should talk about the Dodgers though too, because I mean it's a very, very significant time of the year right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, as teams should in baseball, at least, you got to get hot at the right motherfucking time.
Yeah.
So you got to get hot at the right time. Yeah, man.
Think
They started, the last week. They actually, all of a sudden, they had high scoring games. The bats woke up,
Okay.
and I was like, oh, this is the Dodgers offensive juggernaut that we
yeah.
are paying for.
Hey, you know what?
You know
Better
what I mean?
late than never. I'll tell you.
Oh,
that.
no, not even just
Shit,
late.
man.
They're perfect timing.
That
This
was
is when
the
you do
right
it.
timing.
They literally
Mhm.
had to push and bully their way at the end of the fucking regular season to force
What
a
a finish.
163rd game
Yeah.
in order to decide the division champion.
What a finish.
I remember being fourth, I believe, when we started this podcast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's right, that's
8
right.
or 9 weeks
Yeah,
ago,
if
because
you didn't listen,
yeah.
go back to episode 1, 2. Excuse me. We're talking about pretty much like I don't like I go off. You just do it on there like
that.
and
Oh, there it is.
Wait,
there it
what
is.
was that?
Burp number
Burp one,
one.
but it doesn't get good till burp number
Burp
5. Oh, we're right there. So we were talking episode 1 or 2 that the Dodgers needed to get their act together,
Yeah.
and we were like, dude, if we don't get it together, because we thought we were losing it at the worst possible time.
Right.
Remember, we were like, dude, this is the worst possible. It's always the worst time.
It was
for the
August.
fan, though,
It was
but it's like,
August.
it seemed
August is the worst possible time to start slumping.
them, especially because they were playing pretty good.
Pretty
They were
good.
playing pretty good.
Pretty good.
They're playing pretty good.
Pretty bird.
And it's like,
Pretty
pretty
bird.
bird.
Our birds' heads are falling off.
Shout out to Dumb and Dumber. Imagine, did you? Quick question. Imagine everybody's gonna be like, "Why are you talking about that?" But did you ever watch Dumb and Dumber 2?
Fuck no.
Just so struggling about
No,
it.
I'm just kidding. Wait, it
Did
came
you?
out? I'm pretty heartbroken. I didn't see it.
Oh, you did.
It
I
came
didn't
out?
see it. No, I didn't.
No, sincerely, I thought you were
Years
talking
ago.
about. I thought you were talking about Dumb and Dumberer, which
Dude,
was like that
no.
pseudo sequel that they
Yeah,
tried
no.
to do.
But that was
I didn't
supposed to be
even.
like
I
when
didn't
they
even
were
watch that
younger,
one.
right?
Yeah, I didn't even watch that.
Yeah, no, it's like it's all
I will
sad.
never.
Getting all serious.
Yeah.
Never have, never will.
Never have. Never.
And it's like, but they came out with a legit part 2.
Yeah, so it's out.
It was out a couple years ago.
No.
Yeah.
2 years.
Let's look it up real quick.
1 year.
Imagine, it's like,
I ain't gonna look up shit.
Take the listener,
But
do not
dude,
waste my time.
All right, dude. What are you doing in there? Nothing.
Hey.
Just shaving. Who the fuck
Dude,
shaves right before a
That
date?
was like that's why it was like it was so funny. Like obviously Dumb and Dumber super classic.
Hell yeah.
Super legendary
If
movie.
you don't know,
And it
now
was-
you know.
It was like so good that I couldn't believe that, dude. You not knowing about it is a perfect example about how that movie just went. Just flew every
Sucks.
deflated boater.
No marketing.
It's like,
No marketing.
It's like, dude, was it no marketing or did
Not
nobody care
enough.
anymore?
Well, the marketing makes people care.
Yeah, okay.
Like, you know what I
All
mean?
right, yeah, but it's
We
like,
forget
you
we're so
can
busy.
mark-
If you don't have no marketing, your shit's gonna be forgotten.
That is true.
Yeah.
But it's like, even if they market it to everybody and everybody can give a shit, like, it don't matter, right?
Mhm.
Like, so I guess it's still kind of stimulating. But I get what you're saying. No marketing. That was the case.
No marketing,
No marketing.
no sales.
No money. Man, just
That's
no
true.
marketing, no money.
That's true. But dog. So
Go back to
postseason
the
is here.
Dodgers. Yeah.
Postseason is here, and I'm so fucking happy, man, because
I'm
I'm the happy game. I got to see them fucking win. Like Kemp was just doing monster shit. Like towards the end of the season, I had a mini plan. So the last ticket, I gave it to my parents so they could go, and they got to see them rally back, man. Yeah. I said, I'll take you. Nah, but yeah. Take your time. Yeah, no, but
did
dude.
offer one day. Imagine all serious conversation. I remember you did offer one day. And I was busy. Imagine, nah, dude. I heard
Mhm.
that the tickets were.
I heard.
for the last game. Like people were getting them for like $30, $40.
You mean the extra game
Yeah, the
that they
extra
made on
game.
Monday?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because they needed to fill the seats last minute.
Oh, man,
Like,
I'm
dude,
so bummed that I
so-
was busy. dude.
So on Saturday,
Fuck,
I think they fucked up the Giants. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then
that
on
was like
Sunday,
14-0,
it was like
15-0.
that was Sunday, I think.
That was Sunday.
Yeah.
That was
But I don't
Sunday.
even know if that was the Giants.
And I'm
but anyway.
demoralized because I don't get the games.
Yeah,
Like, I have to
yeah,
watch it like highlights online. And
Terrible.
everything. Everybody who doesn't get the Dodger
Terrible.
games or Laker games feel my pain right
Yeah.
now. All right, go ahead, continue.
Yeah. Hey, no, but dude, yeah. So because they won those games, because they won those games, they ended up in an exact even like tie with the Rockies, and so that's why they had to like do that extra game.
No, I know.
And that shit was so dope. I was at work, I couldn't see it, but hey, man, shout out to the motherfucking Dodgers for coming through at the right time. We got a big road ahead of us. We got the Atlanta Braves coming up first. That's game 1 on Thursday.
Yo,
Where are you gonna be at? That's 8:30 p.m. Is actually 5:30 because I think that's East time.
I'm gonna be watching the game, partial highlights of the game on Thursday, and as soon as I'm available, I'm about to imagine I'll tell you, and as soon as I'm available, I will sign in. Imagine I will watch that. But you better believe I got that on the DVR.
I'm excited to watch Hinge and Ryu to start it off, man. That's pretty dope.
Yo, that is real dope.
I'm excited.
That's really cool.
That's faith. That's faith.
I want to ask you something.
Ryu, yeah.
Like the Dodger fans
31 years old,
listening are going to be like, I know. So the Dodger fans are going to be like, all right, cool. You're talking about some real substance right there. Are you kind of nervous about Kenley going into the playoffs?
A little bit, man.
Yeah.
But what can I do, man? Like, what can you say, right? Like, I hope that those are just jitters.
The
he
closer,
fucking shakes them off.
Everybody that's listening,
Yeah.
the closer, Kenley Jensen. Yeah. It's like he was really he was the only shaky thing.
Yeah.
That was like the last couple games.
Yeah.
It's like we're playing, like he comes in and he gives up a couple hits, and it's like at the most like not the worst
inopportune times.
It's inopportune just because it's like, yo, everything was so good, and it's like, why did that have to be the kink that shines like out like from this? You know what I mean? And it's like didn't help that he's kind of not kind of
kinky.
It's it's like he had a down year. Like coming from last year, but also, dude, he was so stellar for so many years that it's like I feel like he had nowhere to. Well, I mean, he could have still been cool, but he was playing so good. But so I personally, man, I'm not that worried, but I am a little like. So I guess I am.
I'm a little worried.
I'm a little shaky. I mean, let me set the scenario, dude. If it's like 1-1, like, are you comfortable having like Kenley up there?
If it's 1-1 to score for a game,
yeah, and we're like,
we got to roll with him, man. Like,
of course,
yeah, we got to roll with him.
But it's like how I don't know.
I have confidence in him. Like it's just he's
but
shown us time and time again that he can handle those big time moments.
Skeptical a little bit.
Yeah, but he's shown us in times past. I understand like what it is, like what it is and what it was. Mentioned as a throwback. But it matters. Like, what have you done for me lately? Of course, but. We've seen him in so many big-time moments where he's come through. So, like, I just have to have faith that, he's working some jitters out and he just fucking gets that out of the system. It's postseason now. It's time to buckle down. Yeah. Balls up, big boy. Imagine, let's do this shit. Put your big pants, boy. Put your big boy pants on, man. But, yeah, man, so I'm excited. But, officially, the postseason actually started yesterday, bro. So officially, the postseason started yesterday. Dude, that shit was really dope. Bro, I was hype tweeting on Twitter like motherfucker.
Bro, I looked at the playoff standings, and honestly, those like all the playoff matchups look juicy as hell. Dude.
Hell yeah, they do.
And I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked for on the other side of the brackets too, because it's like we have the Braves in LA on one side with the Rockies and the Brewers on. So that's on our side. And real quick, before I move on to the
shout out to the Rockies though, because that's what I was gonna say. Go ahead. Like the team, the fact that it started off already, like the Rockies and the Cubs, that was such an amazing game yesterday. I missed out on the Yankees and A's today, but I know the Yankees took care of business, I believe. Dude. Actually, that shit might still be live right now as of this recording.
No,
Let me go back. Did they end up winning?
Yeah.
All right, so they had won by like I don't know seven runs or something like that.
They're playing the Red Sox, man. Mm-hmm. Like what a great series.
That's gonna be amazing.
Oh my
East Coast Power Stars. So that's the thing. Like just with the last 2 days of those 2 games, it's already like fuck yeah, like the postseason.
The Reds too is freaking a banger, dude. Like,
but did you see the game yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Dude, I was so yesterday.
Wait, you're talking about like the Dodger game?
No.
Oh,
so
okay.
the Cubs and Rockies were playing at the same time as the Laker game.
No,
I was streaming both of them and going back and forth. We get to the Lakers in a little bit.
Okay.
We do get to the Lakers a little bit. But yeah, man. So shout out to the Rockies for coming through. You're gonna get your ass beat. But
It is true, though.
no. But they're pretty pumped up.
Whoever is coming,
Yeah.
whether it be the Rockies or the Brewers, we got something for that ass.
So what's your favorite first round matchup right now?
Well, I mean, I'm a hometown guy, so I love the Dodgers. Like that's a given. But to me, dude, the Yankees and the Red Sox in the playoffs is fucking awesome, dude.
Right.
That's like. I wish we could have like such a storied like rivalry in basketball before it gets to like the finals. That's like if you had the fucking Celtics versus the Lakers in the first round, dude. Like wow,
Lakers all day though.
That's crazy. And I'm gonna tell you something. Man, I'm gonna tell you something.
The
Braves versus the Dodgers is dope as hell to me.
Hell yeah.
Because there's so much history.
So much history. I fucking hate the Braves.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
Like dominating for so long too.
That's all.
The 90s,
that's what
right?
respect.
It's like the 90s. Like they pretty much like dominated, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like playing that franchise for this round of the playoffs, and then maybe playing because like who do you think is gonna come out? The Rockies or the Brewers? Like your opinion, dude.
I don't know, man. I just feel like the Rockies just they have
you
this.
Think they got it right
they
now?
have this little thing. They have this little heat right now, but
yeah.
they don't get their ass beat when we get to the next round. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. You know what? If I had to guess, like, okay, I obviously want us to go like to the next round. I guess, dude, I think the Brewers might take them, dude.
You know, the Central.
The Brewers might take them.
The Central was very, very, very strong up until I think last month, and because that's why it was such a big deal for the Dodgers as well as a Dodger fan. I'm sure it was such a big deal for the Rockies as well. But it was such a big deal to me that I was like, fuck, man, like we have to get the division because there's no way anybody from the West is going to qualify. There's nobody from the West is going to qualify to go to the wild card because I remember this might have been like 2 or 3 weeks ago, man. On I don't know either episode 5 or 6 that we talked about it, and at that time it would have been it would have been like the Brewers, the Cardinals, and the Cubs all out of the Central with better records than those on the West and the East. So therefore, like only the division champs were going to make it out of the West and the East, and then both wildcard teams potentially could come out of the Central. So it was that strong. But then they just fell off, man. And the Dodgers and the Rockies were just bullying through, man. So fuck yeah, man.
You think they got it? You think the Rockies might pull it out?
I just believe in trend. So they're I'm in an upward trend right now. They're hot.
You know what? You can't argue with that. Yeah. Like, because I always say, like, you can go back to the other podcast too. It's like I always say, like, I feel like in baseball, if you're on a run, I feel like that's one of the most that's like one of the sports where it matters most to be on a run, like at that time, because it's like, dude, that's everything. Like in baseball, it's like fucking it's like mental, it's like the actual momentum, like in the games, and it's like you're moving. More so than, dude, you could be a team in like basketball. I always go back to basketball because like that's the sport to me where it's like the dominant players will like win. Right. And it's like you could be on a run all you want, but if you run into the Warriors, you ain't beating them, bro. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so it's different in baseball,
right? Different.
Very different.
It is different in baseball. Yeah. Like I feel like there's a little more parity, just the way the game's played.
There's just too many variables more than there are players.
Yeah, like, definitely. That's a good way of putting it. Definitely. Like I agree with that. And so, like which
makes the game great. I love it. I think it's a plus.
Anything can happen in baseball.
Fuck yeah.
Like that, anything can happen in baseball.
Fuck
like that's like really dope because it's like that you don't get that element in almost like every sport.
Yeah.
Like, that's really cool. And imagine going deeper into it, just like the actual sport. It's like really methodical. It's like really mental, and like so that's like, it's really cool. But okay, so we got the Dodgers on one side, and then we got the Rockies and the Brewers, but on the other side is the Stros. Right. You know, that
true that
team.
Yeah,
kind of did something last year.
they ain't going nowhere.
Yo, so do you think the Stros can beat the Reds? And do you think that the Astros could really come out and beat us? I mean, I'm sorry, not beat us. Sorry, meet us.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Boston's gonna have something to say about that. And hey, maybe the Yankees, bro. Maybe the Yankees because I would really love to see Yankees Dodgers. I mean, who wouldn't? Come on.
Dude,
Come on.
I would love to. Dude, I would love to see the Yankees Dodgers. I would love to see the Red Sox Dodgers. Like, dude, honestly,
Indians are great too, you know.
Yo, give us a couple at bats in Fenway, and we'll put that fucking ball in the stands.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
right.
But yeah, dude, like that, I'm like super stoked, super excited.
So Dodgers win. Dodgers win against the Braves. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, who you asking, right?
Who you asking, right?
Dude,
I say, five games. 5 games.
I mean, I really feel like we'll make it to the World Series. We'll make a run. Like, we'll take it step by step.
Yeah.
Like, I think that 5 games? 5 games this round?
Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
The Braves are good. Braves are a good
really
team.
Good.
Braves are a good team.
Shit, it is going 5. That's 5's scary, bro. Well, anyways, okay, so 5's scary. I guess next episode we'll talk about how the playoffs are kind of like unveiling or like how they're rolling out. Everything's happening there, and
so I got a taste yesterday of that, and what did we get
unfolding is what I meant.
Did you get a taste? Did you get a taste of a little something yesterday? A little big event.
I got a little. Were you talking about the Laker game?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was a second taste.
Oh,
because we had another previous taste. 2 days ago.
True that. But this was a true taste in Tinseltown.
Oh, because it was
in Staples Center with a packed ass motherfucking arena.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, what we are talking about, LeBron and the Lakers.
LeBron James
preseason debut. The first time anybody's seen LeBron in a Laker uniform in Staples Center. And that was pretty cool. Imagine this. Pretty glorious.
I cried.
Glorious.
I cried. No, I was literally chilling in my bed and I was like watching the game, and I was chilling in my bed because about to sleep. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know why I said I was chilling in my bed. I was actually watching the live streaming on my computer. I don't know why I'm inventing other stories.
That never happened. Just to do
and
it's actually worse than the real story.
Right, the real story is I was actually being responsible. I was watching the 2 games. I was live streaming them back to back. Shout out Spectrum that allows me to do that. I think.
Man,
and then actually they didn't let me. They kicked me out like 3 times. So fuck them. Nah, but I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I was watching that shit, and I was paying bills, and I was responding to emails and all that shit. So man, yeah. But I was going back and forth. They got Control Tab or whatever that shit is.
Yeah, ready to go. It is
my shows. Yeah, my dough. Hey, but yeah, man. So what do you think about the Lakers, man? LeBron, that shit made me cry, bro. Watching them in the purple and gold.
Honestly, dude, like I was getting.
Made me cry, dog.
I know you're saying that, and I don't know if you're kidding or not, but
I'm not.
Dude, I hope you're not, because I really started getting a little sentimental, and not like to the point where I was just like crying or something, but I could have if I wanted to. No, I'm just kidding. Like I seriously was sitting there, dude, and I was just looking at LeBron in a Laker jersey, and seeing him on the court, even just warming up, that's right. And dude, I was like, dude, how momentous!
Beautiful,
occasion,
right?
Dude.
Beautiful.
And it was so momentous for so many reasons. Because, well, obviously LeBron was the main reason, but there were so many aspects of him being a Laker. It was the first time since Kobe retired that we had a legit superstar on the team. Number 1. That's number 1. Number 2. The first time since Kobe was on the team, when Kobe was in his prime, that we have the best player in the world.
Right.
As a Laker. Think about that for
a
second,
beautiful.
Everybody. Think about that. The best player in the world is a Los Angeles Laker. People, you guys, people don't think about it. They just, brush over it, excuse me, because of the Warriors, such a dominant team. You have the Rockets, arguably a better team than ours. Arguably, they're a better team than us. Right now. But
we'll see.
We'll see. I know. I want to take that. I want to take that vibe too. I want to take that angle. It's we'll see. I want to see it first. But because of where they ended last year, we can't give them the benefit of the doubt that they're a better team than us.
Yeah.
But
not the same team.
I'm it's not the same team. Imagine I get it. It's not the same team. But dude, we have the best. Okay, the best player in the whole world is a Laker. We have a superstar again, and dude. It's the marquee franchise again, back on top of the NBA.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, dude. The reason why I say that is because, as good as the Warriors are, as good as everything, dude, it's Lakers over everything right now. For as far as marketing, even for the NBA, it's Lakers You got a preseason game on ESPN national television.
LeBron
bro?
getting that suitcase money from the NBA. You better believe it.
Here, bro.
You better believe it.
Dude, we got the first preseason game on ESPN national TV.
Beautiful.
Like prime time.
Like, was it on ESPN? I didn't even know.
It was on ESPN.
That's dope.
They were both on. Well, no,
yesterday's
was on TNT.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. That's what it was.
Even better.
Super dope.
Like that's like specialty. Like it would be on ESPN because it's a sports channel.
Right.
Like they went like even better, like marquee prime time like show preseason. Lakers. Like, dude, that is beautiful, man.
Super
the other
beautiful.
thing is, did you watch the games? Like, did you watch one of the games?
I watched. I kind of like just a little bit saw the first game. Actually, what was I doing? I think I was doing something. And then no. But yesterday's, like I said, I was going back and forth. So I was watching the basketball game as I was listening to the audio of the baseball game.
Yeah.
And so I'd flip to the baseball game when something exciting was happening.
Yeah.
So I was watching it. I wasn't really listening to it, but I was watching it. It was dope.
Yeah.
Saw LeBron's dunk like down the lane. That shit was
amazing. That was great. I want to ask you, dude. Like, did you?
The team's looking good.
Yeah. Okay. So I was going to ask, did you watch enough to kind of see how the team was moving?
Yeah.
Like how they started off.
So
like,
game one.
What did you feel? Like, what were your opinions? I got some opinions.
Yeah. Game one. I think they were moving. You know, a little. It was really dope, right? To start off, they had that amazing little alley-oop play to JaVale. It was like LeBron to somebody else to JaVale.
That was the first.
Beautiful.
The first play in the history of the LeBron era.
Yeah.
And it was
so beautiful.
A tip from LeBron to
Keep
Rondo. Rondo oop. Rondo oop to McGee.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
It was beautiful, man. It was like a little showtime.
Super showtime.
Right there.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Except Magic would be like, hell nah, it ain't no showtime.
Well, it ain't showtime like the way Showtime really was done, but I mean Showtime-esque.
Yeah.
So,
hell yeah.
That's cool.
So, but yeah, it looked beautiful, and then of course it's preseason though, right? So they were just getting people run and shit, and so I felt like the second half was alright. And then yesterday's I felt like overall cohesively everything looked really nice.
Josh Hart starting yesterday.
Actually, I didn't even realize that because I started watching it, I think, in like the middle or towards the end of the first quarter.
The starting squad on the first game was
Rondo, right? KCP,
Ingram, LeBron, and McGee.
Right.
And you had the same lineup, but the only thing that they took out KCP and they put
Hart at the 2?
They put Josh Hart at the 2.
Ooh, and they had Rondo still starting?
Yeah, Rondo at the 1. Yeah, because ball's still hurt.
Dope.
Like, so they got Rondo. Dude,
no, I wasn't sure if you were saying that they put him in at the 1. I was like, really?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, because he's versatile like that, definitely. Dude, Rondo looked good, by the way.
He looks amazing, bro.
He looks so good.
He was
just running up and down the court. He was even shooting like shots. Like he was even like hitting some buckets, dude. I was like, man. And then like just the leading the team down the court. And dude, I saw why. You know, if anybody, we'll see 2 more when the season actually starts.
Right.
It's like the first, second game. I heard so many people say, "Why the hell did you guys sign Rondo? Why'd you get Rondo?
Don't know.
Why'd you get Rondo?
Don't know.
Rondo, that don't make no sense." And I'm like, dude, did you see Rondo in the playoffs last year? You don't think that LeBron would have wanted Rondo on the Cavs last year?
True
like,
that.
to have somebody to like help him and like move the ball when he's fucking tired of not only moving the ball up and down the court, but like getting the fucking buckets every like play down.
Right.
It's like, dude, what a luxury, because not only does he have Rondo, dude, when ball gets healthy, you got a third guy that's
Super
fucking
beautiful.
being able to like run.
And he's been working on a shot.
Yeah,
working on a shot.
Like, Stevenson, like, yeah, he can run it, like, but dude, Ingram can run it better.
Dude,
Ingram looked great.
I'm loving even Lance yesterday.
Oh yeah, no, Lance was cool.
Great.
Yeah,
doing his thing.
He did good.
When we need buckets or we just need people to like get in there, he just gets in there, just a little skip to Malou and fucking like gets all active. I love it.
Especially if you have like kind of some downtime and like everybody like that's kind of like a core player is kind of tired. You can't run McGee, and it's like just throw Lance in there, let him like dance, bro. Like let him
make you dance.
Let him dance. Like go let him do his thing. Let him burn some minutes, because essentially it's like those are like minutes you burn. Like it's like we gotta sit these guys for like a couple minutes.
Right.
Let Lance go in there and shit. If he makes some buckets, icer. Like icing on the cake, even better. But at least he's gonna make it fucking tough.
Hell yeah.
For the other team. That's all you can ask for.
Believe it.
Then when you got Lonzo healthy, dude. First of all, Ingram, right? Imagine Ingram was looking good, but it's like then when you got Lonzo healthy, then you got Rondo, you got LeBron. You got Lonzo, and you have Ingram that can bring the ball up and down the court. And
Any of them can bring it up.
Any of them can do
Kuzma,
that.
did you say Kuzma?
Well, Kuzma can too.
Kuzma can even shoot, handle the ball.
Dude, honestly, they were playing.
Kuzma will drive if you need a bucket.
They were putting him at center. It was beautiful.
So dope.
They were putting Kuzma at center.
It's worked for him, but he has put on some pounds. We were talking about it.
Yeah.
He looked like a little wider, broader shoulders.
Dude, that frame now.
Yeah.
Dude, if he even adds more muscle, because he's going to.
For sure. Second year, right?
Like, yeah, dude. It's like, so if he adds more muscle, dude, that base and that frame. It's like he might legit be able to transition to like a power forward / center, dude, especially in this NBA.
True.
Like that is
something like Lamar Odom.
Yeah, it's like the thing is like as of right now we can't really see that. Yeah, exactly like Lamar Odom, like that type of player.
Lamar, that's amazing, but Kuzma got potential.
And
Kuzma's got potential.
More all-round ability. Like he needs to be better in every aspect.
Of course.
But I think, in my opinion, he's already a more solid shooter than Odom was.
For sure.
Like for sure, more like gifted shooter.
Right. And
more offensively gifted. I would think.
Right.
Like Odom might have been a little more crafty.
Right.
Like, especially in his younger age. Imagine I'm getting all into it. Yo, I love basketball.
And being able to
fantasy basketball podcast coming.
Yeah. I was just telling my boy about that. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's doing it. He's gonna do fantasy basketball.
Yeah.
So tune into that shit.
Yo, tune into that because if you guys know that about basketball and like about me and like how if I like what sports I like or whatever, you guys know I like that shit and I'm really into that. So I'm gonna be doing fantasy basketball podcast. But anyway, side note. Yeah, dude, they were looking good. Kuzma was looking good, and I was really, really impressed with Ingram. Like, dude, I don't know if you saw like the first 2 games that have happened. He's gone out of his way to bring the ball up.
Yeah,
and it's been like I feel like LeBron and Rondo look for him. Like they look for him a little more than they look for the other guys. They kind of go out of their way to look for him because they know
he's the man. Like he's the next generation, dude.
He's gonna be like Durant.
He's put on some muscle on that frame too. He's looking good,
dude. He is looking.
Dog, he's just so skilled. Dangly man,
yeah,
fucking dunk on your ass, and then you're like, "Where'd the dunk come from?" Because he's like,
"Where'd the dunk come from?"
Because he's just like so tall and long and like fucking paws, and then fucking he just comes and drives to the basket. It's like, "Oh shit, he dunked it pretty hard actually on that."
Dude, and then yeah, man, and he's like, dude, he's getting better too with like his footwork and everything, dude. Like passes, like and he's actually bringing the ball up. Like to me, like that's like a big telltale sign that he's improving in every aspect and everybody has faith in him.
So most improved player 2018, 2019?
I don't know, man, because you could put a couple number of the Lakers on there. Like off the top of my head, the Lakers that would probably be on that list would be Hart, Kuzma, and Ingram. Like right off the bat. And shit, if Hart plays amazing, like I think we got to promote him too. Like, and you know what? All of them will be better this year. Like because they're playing with LeBron. We already saw it, dude. Like the first shot that Kuzma came in to do was a 3-pointer all the preseason, and he hit it because it was wide open. Like, dude, these guys are gonna be wide open.
You know,
it's a lot easier for ball and these guys to hit it when they're
wide
open.
Exactly. No, I was just gonna say, you know what's so fucking cool is that like, you know, and I'm sure obviously moves can still happen, right? Season hasn't even started. Mm-hmm. Plenty of moves could happen even now between like start of the season.
I don't think they're moving those guys
or to anything. Like, but yeah, my point is
untouchable. Were you gonna say that?
No, I'm not even untouchable. I'm just saying it's so cool that it resulted that we didn't pull the trigger early on Kawhi or anything like that. Man. And we got to keep these young players. Wait. No, I know. It's still Kawhi.
Well, it depends on who it was, right?
We'll see. You're right. It depends on
who
it was.
They wanted
the lot. And so what I'm saying, I'm like, you know, obviously, who's gonna be like, oh no, I'm not saying no. I would have not liked Kawhi, right? Yeah. But it was always at the hard expense of they wanted so fucking much. They wanted to gut us.
That was ridiculous.
And so that
was never gonna happen.
Well,
like, they wanted Josh Hart, they wanted Kuzma, they wanted Ingram. They wanted everybody to
Did you really know in your heart that it would never happen? Because there's a part of me that it's like it could have happened, right? So that's what I'm saying. Of course, it would have been nice to have Kawhi.
Right. Because when the fake news came out about like it happening, I justified it. Right. I was like, well, that's what you got to do for a fucking superstar. Like you got to pull the trigger if you can.
The Spurs were in a position of power still.
You're right. You're right. Go ahead. Yeah,
you're
right, man.
So yeah, man. So then, but the fact that it didn't happen, cool. Now it's like, well, fuck yeah, we still have these young guys, and we're still gonna have cap next year. With a bunch of these 1-year contracts that expire to fucking get.
How good are these
Klay
guys
Thompson, Kawhi, somebody.
At the end of next year, how good are these guys going to be? Like,
Yeah.
Dude, like I think they're even better. Like we got some guys that are like better than just potential role players.
And we'll
like,
still have them. That's the dope part.
Oh yeah, dude, we're gonna still have them. We're gonna be rolling moving forward, and we're gonna get a superstar to add to this squad. So now you got the youngsters. See, the thing is, if we would have moved the young guys, LeBron wouldn't have had a squad like that.
Exactly.
Like he wouldn't have had a squad to work with.
Right.
And it's like I totally get it when people are like, well, I get it when the Lakers didn't make that move. Like they didn't make.
Glad
they didn't make any move. Because I think they realized, like, once we got LeBron, it was like, now we can really gauge our talent.
Right.
Now we can really see where these guys are.
Because
it's way harder when you don't have a player like that that's like helping these guys.
Right.
Like get open looks, dude. Like a rookie that plays with like a point guard, like a rookie that plays with like Chris Paul, the rookie year,
Yeah.
they're gonna make more buckets than a rookie that just is going out there and doesn't have somebody guiding them and helping them.
Like they're the man already
on the court. Totally.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, I am so stoked that they didn't.
All these top picks.
Got these guys.
All these top picks with LeBron.
Because it's like
LeBron's not gonna be here forever, but
No.
he's gonna rub off on our fucking top picks. And if we keep them, if we trade them, then so be it. I guess like we'll see it, but I hope it's worth it.
Yeah.
But the fact that we can potentially have all these potential, like at least Kuzma, maybe Ball. Like Kuzma looks like the more ready. I'm sorry, Ingram. Duh. Ingram. Duh. Yeah, potential superstar.
Definitely all-star. Definitely an all-star.
Potential superstar.
For sure all-star. Going to be
for sure all-star. Potential motherfucking superstar.
Yeah.
Kuzma has like
Imagine
potential
we're
for
in
that, man.
agreement.
Yeah.
That's great.
Lonzo,
Kuzma does too. Yeah.
Lonzo's got to show it.
Dude,
but
Lonzo super has potential.
Lonzo's got the potential to be
I swear, dude,
an all-star.
People.
But I think Ingram has potential to be a superstar.
Yeah, he has potential to be a superstar.
Superstar.
See, the thing about like Lonzo's game, it's not pretty, dude. It's not pretty. It's not flashy.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. So it's like, dude, like last year, look at his like guys, girls, everybody, like look at his stats from last year. Look at those assists.
Right.
When you're a rookie and you get those number of assists, you know you're doing something right on the court. And it's like the other stats, they'll get better. It's like he even got some rebounds, I think. He even got some boards. He got assists. You know, maybe didn't break 10 points for the year.
Nah,
that's normal.
It's okay.
He's not there to score.
I wasn't worried about that.
Dude,
exactly.
Like you got a guy that is not just like potential potential all-star.
Yeah, we could have gotten a scorer at the second pick.
Like, dude, that's a Jason Kidd potential guy.
Yes.
Like, right there.
Totally.
Like, so you're talking about a potential fucking championship player.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, dude, like I'm super stoked. Imagine all in all, to summarize everything now, dude, I'm like super stoked, man. This is gonna be
and potential beer spilling coach. Imagine. I like beer. I love beer. I'll drink 12 beers. What's that fool's name? Fucking Kavanaugh?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I knew.
News injected too early. But anyway,
put it
on.
in there. No, we can add that in there, actually.
Yeah.
If you want to.
I actually don't even know like everything, so I'm not gonna pretend to fucking like have an eloquent opinion on it. I saw the excerpts. I see kind of what's going on. I can't believe that that's what was going on. It's pretty crazy. Dude. It was intense.
Okay.
Talking about his alcoholism.
Imagine. Skirt.
What happened?
Go back. I want to go back to the Lakers stuff real quick. I want to ask you real quick, like really before we move on to the Lakers stuff.
Yeah. I don't want to move on. We can talk about that shit later.
Well, it's like now that you see the squad a little bit on the court, obviously really fast. Like you just saw him really quick. When you saw him again,
I don't want to move on.
I want to stay on the Lakers. You know? It's just like, dude, now that you look at the squad again, where do you see them finishing? In the West. I'm not going to be like, do you see them winning a championship? Nah, forget that. Like, we'll hold up. Like, where do you see them right now?
Maybe like sixth.
What? It went down? Man, it would have gone higher.
You know what?
It would have gone higher.
Nah.
That's good then.
Nah,
So,
I don't necessarily think that. I guess you like. I need to see the other teams.
yeah.
It's just
or see them at least in the regular season.
And it's preseason, right? But at the same time, as happy as I was,
they look motivated.
As happy as
they
I
look
was,
like they were out there like they were prideful of like what's happening.
As happy as I was, man. Honeymoon time, preseason. We'll see what happens after a month or two.
Yeah.
But you know, like right now, I think it was just because I was so excited when I look at the people on paper. It's like easily fourth, third in the West to me. You know, but like on paper. Like,
Yeah.
you know, but it's like, yeah, we need to see how they gel. Historically,
Totally.
like we've seen,
Yeah.
his teams always start off slow.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing.
So
'Cause
we
I was
don't
like,
know.
dude, that's why I was more excited because I was like, dude, I like the way they look already. But when the Nuggets were running that first game, like they were actually like playing a lot of minutes. Starters were playing, and they worked us a little bit. Like, but that was because LeBron didn't play the second half. Like we were chilling out. But then I was like, dude, it made me realize that I was like, dude, this is a playoff team. The Nuggets are a playoff team.
Totally.
And we gotta get cohesive with this shit because if we're gonna be able to compete against these other teams that have been like building throughout the years, we gotta bring some shit. Like,
Jokic is a big boss.
Definitely. So I was like, yo, we got Jokic over there. Imagine he was working and Millsap was working.
Gary Harris ain't even playing yet.
No, that's another thing.
Isaiah Thomas ain't even playing. Was he playing?
I think Gary Harris.
Oh, okay.
But Thomas wasn't.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas ain't even playing.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe it was the first game. I thought Gary Harris.
That's true.
But anyway,
dude, I saw. Now that we're talking about the NBA, I saw another article from ESPN that I really enjoyed. And I don't like to rip off just like ideas from other places, imagine, but sometimes I do. No, I'm just kidding. But I definitely like appreciated the article. Yeah, and it was titled "Best NBA Signature Moves."
Oh shit! I glanced over that.
And it was like I was just reading, and I was like, "Dude, this is dope." Like I was like, "Yeah, man, there's so many like signature moves in the NBA. You have like moves that people have done through the years, even. It's not just like current NBA, just like through the years, because it opens it up. Like instead of like, oh shit, let me think about like who's like saying no, all time. It went through like all like signature moves with different people, and then it had some signature moves that like I hadn't like thought about in a while. So like I was kind of like thinking about it, and I want to ask you, like you appreciate basketball, obviously, and you've been watching.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
I love it. I fucking love it.
Who do you like?
This is uncensored. Get with it.
This is uncensored. Get with it, dude. Like I want to ask you, like, what were some signature moves like through the years, or maybe like one or two signature moves like through the years that you were like that you remember like the most, that you're like, dude, these are my favorite, bro. Like these dudes. I'll tell you one if like while you're thinking right now. Like I'll tell you one that I thought like right off the bat, dude. It was the crossover. Like and
I have one out right off my bat. Go ahead.
Like,
tell me why.
Like I was to me I remember the crossover coming from Iverson more. Like I know that Tim Hardaway was kind of like the guy that kind of like coined it, and like we were really little, like
super little
when Hardaway was like kind of doing this thing. And Tim Hardaway too, not Penny Hardaway. Yeah. And he had like the killer crossover. And the guy that I remember really using that crossover, because I think he crossed Jordan over, was Iverson.
Yeah, Iverson was such a fucking beast.
What a blur, bro. Talk about, they say the Brazilian blur and all that shit. Nah, man, like Iverson was a legit blur.
Pound for pound.
Dude, under 6 feet, too. Because I know they mark him 6'1", but that dude's probably like 5'10".
Yeah, 5'10", 5'11".
was dunking like the first couple years in the NBA.
He had ups.
He had ups.
He's ups, aggressive, just that tenacity. Like, that's Mamba blood. Like, what we now call Mamba blood. Like, he had that. Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, man. Like, that to me was like, that was like super epic. Because now, through the years, there's just been so many like modifications done to like the crossover. Like now you do like crosses like through the legs, crosses through your like from the back. And dude, that shit has evolved so crazy. And then furthermore got me thinking about how Iverson struggled to get a job in the NBA in the last couple of years, dude.
Right.
And he was still good, dude. And it's just
he had become a pariah, man.
Dude, you just burn your bridges, man.
Sucks.
It's crazy. Just
practice. Like that's one of the things.
Dude.
That's one of the things that Allen Iverson, especially for folks that didn't watch him play, will always remember. That may be the only thing they know about.
This is uncensored. Get with it.
The only thing that some people might know if they never saw him play is practice.
Yeah.
Not a game.
And it's like practice. It sucks because like I love and hate that saying. Like I love it because it's like the confidence, like just knowing what you are and like, yo, I got it. And even these dudes,
but
like,
for the wrong people,
their best
that's
day
a bad
is my worst day, right? Like their best day is my worst day. Like I love that, but I hate the apathetic like work ethic.
Totally.
Like it's just like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Like that shit sucks.
That was like, I feel like the real start of it.
Yeah,
because before people were trying to bring him down for just attitude in general, I guess. Like his his swagger, like the way he dressed, like stuff like that. But
dude,
it's once that happened though.
Dude, honestly, dude, like that is like he like socially had a big old impact on like just fashion and everything. Like when he was
in the
famous.
NBA, in basketball, and in hip hop,
dude, like
and in
hip hop, everything.
Like, yeah.
Definitely, dude.
Hip hop
like,
influenced him, and Allen Iverson
transcended,
legit.
like basketball and all that. It went to like just pop culture.
Right.
Like, people were getting braids, just like Iverson, dude. Like during that time, it's like he was pretty much like a poster child for like urban wear at that time.
Totally.
Quote unquote urban wear.
Everybody.
I hate that word, by the way. But that's like how it's like categorized, right? Like
right.
National, like public. And it's like, yeah, dude. So anyways, now I obviously like I went on a whole tangent.
So I was gonna say my signature move, a different one first, but I have two, right? So
okay.
So you have another one, right? You want to say later?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But I'll say the second one first because of what you brought up. So mine.
Second favorite.
Shit. But yeah, dude. So mine. Oh man, I forgot what the saying was. What's the saying when he's watching the? I thought hurricane season was over. I thought hurricane season was over. But dude, so my second one is a variation of what you said. So
like
you said, so you said there's a variations on it, right? So definitely. My favorite is the Sham God. That shit is so dope. Like
dude, the Sham God.
Yeah, it's just like fucking I don't know. I can't explain it right. I can't do it. Like I can't do it. Like I tried to do it.
I don't explain it. I just do it.
No. I've been practicing it, but like Chris Paul does it a lot. It's like it's kind of like you're like faking them out, like and you bring it back with the same hand type shit. Like I don't know. If you look it up, it's Sham God.
Yeah. Can you do that?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. It's of course it's like can you do it at your level or can you do it at NBA player like amazing level, right? But like no. But so what I'm saying is even in the NBA, right? The practitioners, the best practitioners of this are like fucking Jay Crossover, fucking Jamal Crawford, Chris Paul, Kyrie, like they do that shit so dope. Yeah, Steph.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Kyrie Irving is probably the best.
Yes, dude. Yes, dude. I've watched literally multiple videos of just Kyrie Irving doing the Sham God.
So, in my opinion, right now,
the best handles in the NBA for sure.
Best handles in the NBA for sure.
No doubt.
Ooh,
no doubt.
Uncle Drew, bro.
No doubt.
Uncle Drew.
But yeah, and then so the first one I was gonna say though, and then maybe if you have a second one, you can say it. But the first one I was gonna say, dog. Hey, I'm a big boy. I learned too late in life. I wish I would have known. I wish I would have known earlier in my life when I was actually like even playing on a junior high team of how to actually play basketball. Like
this is uncensored. Get with it.
But dude, the fucking classic from the 1980s, bro. The up and under.
Oh,
the up and under, bro.
Up and under.
Dog, it's classic, bro.
Wait, whose signature?
Kevin McHale.
Okay.
Kevin McHale. Fuck the Celtics. I'm a Laker all day. But much respect to the legends. So. And, you know what I'm saying? So Kevin McHale,
like I said before, you
dog,
give credit where credit is
because people have taken that obviously now over the last 30-something years and just improved it themselves, just like the crossover, right? But like the up and under, dude, it's evolved. But dude, it's so smooth the way he would do it. So
yeah.
I love that. I try to practice that shit when I'm fucking gym. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the other ones too. Yeah, that's great. Oh wait.
So it's kind of a signature move. No. That's it. That and the Sham God, which isn't like any specific person other than Sham God, who's the person who made it.
You know what I was thinking about? You know, I didn't think about it before, but I thought about it right now. The Nowitzki fadeaway.
Ooh.
The hanging foot
KD
fadeaway.
does that shit all the time now.
Yeah, he does. Kobe copied it
too. Yep.
Like
he's like, oh, that shit's beautiful.
Amazing jumper.
He did the separation.
Right now.
Yeah.
I think KD and Nowitzki are the ones that are like doing that in the NBA right now, right?
Yeah, totally.
That's dope. Another one that I was like thinking about was the you know, it's funny because it is a signature move, I think, to me, but it was like the act of taking a charge, and it was I don't know if it was like Vlade Divac.
Sloppy.
Like, yeah, dude, like to me,
Floppy
like,
Divac.
that shit was like taking the charge and being able to like fucking act it out where you can draw the actual charge, even if it's like more of a blocking foul.
Right.
But like to me, like that was like super like iconic. You got the Jordan, well, I guess like the Jordan jumper, but like what would you say is like Kobe's signature move?
I mean, to me, like he was just such an amazing practitioner. Yeah, no, seriously, really such a practitioner of the sport. But like, I remember there's just specific moves that I remember about him. Right, I always remember him like if he had to, he would try to go right on the perimeter and fucking do like a fadeaway right at the baseline, like jump fade away at the baseline. Like that's one of his things.
Definitely.
Like he would always like fucking like figure out a way to get in the middle of the paint and just like pop up straight up and do a little hook shot into the thing.
You know, I
Like
really,
just stuff like that.
I appreciated Kobe's post moves.
Yeah, I
as
loved
he
his
through the
post work,
years.
dude.
Like through the years, like he was somebody that like really worked the post.
Him and Melo, I love their shit.
Yeah, Melo.
Love Melo's
he would
post.
work the post like that. Like, dude, that's why I was like, I tell people that I still tell people right now, like, dude, Melo could be really good on the Rockets.
Yeah.
Like if he was just
if he plays his role.
If he's just if he's just a spot up, this is what he needs to do. Then imagine like it was like this is what he needs to do. I got all the answers. You ain't got the answers.
Rebound
like,
and shoot threes.
yeah,
Like,
dude, fuck yeah. Like, dude, that's what I was gonna say. It's board number one. Like,
because
hustle.
then he could fucking work the post, right? When he gets
Yes.
the board.
Fuck yeah. Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Yes. I was gonna say be a spot up shooter number one on the Rockets. That's your number one priority.
Yeah.
Be a spot up shooter. Second,
Like the
priority,
Olympic team.
Totally. Second priority is board, and if you board and you're in the post, work the post real
Fuck
quick.
yeah.
Try to get that putback like he used to do in New York on
Yeah.
the Knicks.
On
If not,
Denver, bro, he was
kick
amazing.
that, definitely kick that shit out to
Yeah.
3-point shooters.
Boom.
Dude, how can you not like be so like you? How can you not thrive?
Yeah.
Something like that. That's all. I'm
Getting the
gonna do.
board in the post, you just have Harden, CP3 just
As
chilling there.
long as he's
PJ
not
Tucker
hurt.
over there.
As long as he's not hurt and he's not injured. Not hurt and doesn't not care.
Right.
Like he doesn't care. Like
Hopefully
he's
he'll
going
care
there,
with
like,
Harden there and Chris Paul.
Dude, if that's not the case, dude, like he's in a position to excel. And the other thing is, dude, he's got his money in the bank from like being cut from the other squad or they worked his contract. And like, dude, that guy can just go down and chill.
Would you rather be on a team with Paul George and Westbrook or a team with Harden and Chris Paul?
I would definitely be on a team with fucking Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Like
it's no doubt, right?
Definitely
Hands down.
Harden too.
Hands
like,
down.
Like I would want to play with Chris Paul more because I'd be like, he's gonna help me and be
Right.
better. But I want to play
And
with
Harden?
because Harden's at the top of the standings.
For sure.
Like no matter what.
For sure.
Like so that's without a doubt.
I was just asking just in case if anyone was thinking, well, it's like, oh, well, he already played with fucking Paul George and Westbrook. Like, it didn't work. But it's like, it's so different because Westbrook is not the type of point guard that Chris Paul
Dude,
is.
even Paul George like is not as good as
Of
Harden or
course.
Chris
Of course
Paul,
not.
like, in my
Of course
opinion.
not.
Like,
He's not.
I don't think Paul George is better than Chris Paul.
He's a top 10 player, but he's not. He's
like
not.
pound for pound. Like
Yeah.
if you played 1-on-1, okay, he's gonna beat him because he's taller. But like when you go pound
Is he a
for
top 10
pound,
player? Imagine I'm trying to think
Paul
about it.
George
Yeah.
at his position without a doubt.
At his position,
yeah,
for sure.
like
yeah.
I might even say top 5 at his position.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
So
but
not,
that's crazy.
not
You could
overall.
be top 5 in your position and still not be at that standard.
Right?
That is nuts, dude.
Because there's just so many damn good fucking guards.
And players, in
Yeah.
general too. It's
Especially
'cause-
guards.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's because like I could think off the top. Yeah, no. I'm like I was going off the top of my head. Yeah, dude, I would definitely play with Chris Paul and Harden over that because I'm working with like a. Oh yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. Just
Oh
keep-
yeah, and it's like
letting you roll.
time wise. No. We got the producers telling us that we're going over the time right now. We're getting closer to time, and I love it. Imagine.
Yeah, I just wanted to get in one little thing before we end, but go ahead.
Nah, don't even worry about it. Like to me, that dynamic that he has now on this squad is you have a winning mentality with Chris Paul because I think Harden had that winning mentality, but like a testament to like seeing the type of player that Chris Paul is like if you would go back and watch the playoffs last year, look at when things went like things are going array for the Rockets and things are going down. Who's the guy that's pumping everybody up? It's Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Like Chris Paul is even sitting there pumping Harden up. Like
Right.
when you're down by 2, he's like, come
Like
on,
yelling him,
let's
yeah.
go, jumping
Come
up,
on,
let's
motherfucker.
go.
Yeah.
You need that shit.
Hell yeah.
And you need the guy that's gonna be setting you up, table setter. That's why it not broke my heart because I was like, fuck Chris Paul, fuck the Clippers, all that.
Right.
But I was just like, damn, dude, like, how can you not be present on a game 7? Like, when Chris Paul
Right.
is hurt. And, like, that sucks. Because then it's like, when you ask that question, like, whose team would you rather be on? The like Westbrook or Paul George? Some people can win the argument just by saying, like, I want to play on a team where the guy's going to actually be on the court. Because like, Chris
Right.
Paul's not even making the fucking
True,
game
true.
7. So that's what I'm like, I can see that. Like, I can totally see that. Shit, I could have seen them not sign him again this year because of what happened. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that's a huge no-no, dude. Like,
Right.
I know that, like, if you're injured, it's like, dude, he's injured. He can't do anything. Yeah, I get it. But, dude, like, you pay that dude a lot of money
Right.
to be present for that game.
Right.
Like, that is really hard to justify.
And they just
Like,
re-upped. That's
what I'm saying. Like,
That's a
why,
lot.
That's why I
We'll
like,
see.
when they re-upped, I was like, dude,
We'll see.
I'm like, damn, man, I could have seen that, like, not be the case.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
He should have taken less years. But anyway, Imagine, it ain't my pocket.
I guess we could have still like talked a little bit more about signature stuff, but I know that we're getting into that hour mark, which is like that sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, did you want to add something before we like head out, like kind of talk about some stuff?
5 minutes. 2 quick things. I think we went through our agenda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, mostly. Well,
we'll get back next week.
One thing we got next
week.
One thing we didn't hit on the agenda this week, which is what I'll just say real quick. Like, we'll ask you a quick question on it. We can talk about it for like a minute.
Yeah.
It's just we didn't get to the hip hop part.
Yeah, I want to go into that. I know what you're going to get to.
We'll
And
definitely
I
get
into
that
next week.
Yeah.
But let's start it off.
The Cat of Five. The Cat of Five.
Uh-oh.
Hey, we got to talk about that next week. I have been bumping the fuck out of that shit. Joel hasn't heard it yet. I started teasing a couple songs.
I heard one song.
But it's gonna be dope.
I heard the Kendrick Lamar and Lil Wayne song.
For those of you who have heard it without spoiling that shit, like my favorites right now, we got what is that shit called?
This is what we'll do too next week. Is we're gonna go through the Carter 5. Number 1. Imagine number 1.
Don't cry.
Let's get you confused. Let's start saying numbers when we have the title.
Let it fly.
Have a number. So we're gonna go through the Carter 5 next week, and I would like to kind of go through tracks next week. Are you
little snippets because we got to keep it.
No. Yeah.
You know,
Imagine let's
intellectual property laws and shit.
Let's just play the whole thing. Imagine get sued. Imagine Let's play little snippets, and we'll play some tracks, and we'll kind of give each other like feedback on that, and kind of like see what we think about it. Because I wanted to listen to everything live and kind of have my reaction, but I'm like, you know what? Let me kind of let it sink in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me listen to it. Let me give you some good feedback on like what I think instead of just that like reactionary like information.
Retraction.
Let me go in there because then that leads to retractions.
True that.
Retractions. So imagine, I like that.
But the last note, real quick, was I was like perusing the internet and I stumbled upon
Carter 5 is out. Carter
5 is next week. Yeah. But
wait, next week?
Yeah, next week when we talk about it. Oh, Carter 5 is out. Yes, I'm sorry. It's
like,
released. We're going to talk about it next week. But yeah, dude, King James for president. Do you remember us talking about that on a previous episode? I think that was like maybe episode 3 or 4.
Pretty much.
But you know what's crazy is we talked about that shit, and I'm just saying we got the motherfucking hot take. So go back, subscribe yourself to Good Liquor Cheap Beer. You can go onto our Instagram, Good Liquor Cheap Beer, because what's this young lady's name? Her name is Erica N. Goodman Hughes. I'm saying young lady, probably like a journalist of 40 years experience in charity, all retarded.
Very respectful.
Sorry guys, that's worse. Idiot. But anyway, King James for president. They talked about that Maverick Carter. They sat down, Kerry Champion from ESPN, sat down with Maverick Carter.
So that's a talking point. You know, everybody's talking about that. That's good.
Yeah, and so it's pretty crazy because she asked about it. It's like, oh, does he have any political aspirations? And he just kind of deflected and said, well, he's just focusing on basketball, this and that, blah, blah. But, he is 34, 35, so who knows what the future holds. So nothing really happened. It's not news, but it's just, like, funny that it's being asked, and I'm like, we dropped it voice.
We did.
That's it.
That's what you call a motherfucking
hot take. Anyway, man, so this was a fucking amazing episode.
It's a fun episode.
It was fun.
I liked it. It's a good night.
We had a little break. We apologize for those who maybe tuned in last week. Hopefully, if you follow on Instagram, you saw that your code.
We did take a break last week.
We had a show.
Yes,
sir.
We had another show that we did. Okay, go ahead.
We had a show.
Like
Joel and I put together a performance together, a very special one we haven't done in years, and actually with a lot of new shit.
That's right.
We did the show also performing with Sir from TDE.
From Top Dog Entertainment.
Yeah,
Shout out to Sir, the good Sir.
So that was really dope. We had an amazing live audience.
That's right. So if you guys don't know what the hell we're talking about right now, because some people might, you guys might have listened to the
what you talking about
the past couple years or past years, and now you've caught up, or maybe you just tuned in the last episode and you're like, kind of like these guys, kind of annoying, but I'll deal with it. Imagine it's like, all good.
I'll deal with it.
If you don't know, Scenario, myself, Joel, we've been doing music for a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can check his site, Instagram.com/Scenario.
You just go to the bio, the Good Liquor Cheap Beer bio.
That's right. Oh yeah.
You click on our names.
Good Liquor Cheap Beer, Instagram.com/whoisjoel. And we had a show, like you said, with a member of Top Dog Entertainment last week, so we didn't have the Good Liquor Cheap Beer show, but we will be back next week.
Yeah.
We good for next week?
Talking some more, yes sir.
Oh, I like that.
Let's do it.
I'm good for next week.
Next week, October 10th, tune in 9:30 p.m. Pacific time for the live stream.
The Carter 5.
Ooh,
we'll talk about that.
basketball.
We'll talk about some Lakers stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about some Dodger stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about some other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that. All right, there we go.
Yeah, man.
My name is Joel.
My name is Scenario. And before we log off, let's just say,
I like that.
you're gonna get if you guys got Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, whatever you want to listen to music on, go check out Joel. You spell that JOWELL. Hey, and you can check out They Pass. That's his video. You see that on YouTube. I got my video out there. It's called Subway.
That's right.
Directed by R. Ray Robinson.
With
Soul
Chef.
Yeah, with Soul Chef. Yeah, so shout out Soul Chef. And yeah, man, so you guys can catch more. Go to our Instagrams. You can see all the information there. Catch us next week, man. Thank you very much.
Hell yeah.
This is another episode of
Good Liquor.
Cheap Beer.
Well, everybody have a good one.
Peace.
See you next week. Peace out.
Peace, 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 peace.